Leanne McIntyre is a frontline manager at the Saskatoon Lighthouse. Hi, Leanne.
Hi.
There is clearly a need to help people who are under the influence. What services does the Lighthouse offer for these people?
Well, we have a stabilization unit that we use to house manageably intoxicated individuals or people under the influence of a substance. So they would come in and we offer them a bed, we offer them 3 meals, and then, eventually if they need to, we can get them connected with different services that we provide or different services in the community.
We're seeing some data that shows there is an increase in intoxicated people going into police cells. Is there any indication, in your opinion, as to why there is such an increase?
Well, I think we're finding with some of the cuts that we've experienced, we're struggling a little bit with folks that aren't funded to stay with us. And then there's another area that they fall into is if they're housed in the community, but they maybe live in sober living or they live with family members that are not wanting them in the home when they're intoxicated or under the influence of a substance, then they don't allow them to come home. So technically they're homeless for that night, but technically they're housed in the community. So for us to take them, we require funding, and that's where we struggle sometimes. So I think that's why the numbers in cells and whatnot are going up, or have been going up.
When it comes to funding, is there any discussions happening as to that changing? How is this addressed? There are obviously people in our communities that need some real help and real solutions.
Right. I'm not 100% involved with discussions as far as the funding goes. I just know that for right now we are doing our best to take anyone and everyone. We don't want to be turning anybody away. We're just doing the best we can to provide housing, temporary housing and shelter for intoxicated folks so they're not going to cells.
How do you accommodate when there are more people than you have beds? How does that work?
Well, if our facility is full, then that's when we would refer them to brief and social detox. And then if brief and social detox is full, then unfortunately the last result would be cells, unless there's a medical piece involved, and then maybe hospital is required. But first we would try our best to accommodate, and then if we can't, we would refer to BDU.
Do you see more people coming through your doors?
I feel like we do, yeah. There's a rise in clientele, and I'm not exactly sure why, except that there's lack of housing in the community, and then there's lack of, like I said, if it's sober living, they can't be there if they're intoxicated.
Thanks for your time today, Leanne.
You're welcome, thank you.